My wife said she was going for a night shift 4 days ago. I felt alone at home with our 9 months old baby boy, so I decided to pay her a surprise visit at her workplace since her mother was around to help with the baby. It was late, but I just felt like doing it because she told me that she goes on break at 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. She has complained a few times that she's not even able to sleep. So I wanted us to have a drink and just in the car till her break was over, if possible. When I got there, I was informed she wasn't on night shift at all. She wasn't at work. I asked the lady to check well, and the lady did called some number to find out where she was, but she was told by another person in the hospital that my wife was not at work and that she did not have night shifts that day. So to check I called my wife's number to find out where she was, but she didn't answer. So I thoughtfully drove home. I didn't tell her mother anything. I went straight to bed. I was so pissed off I couldn't go to work the next day. She returned around 8 a.m. and was surprised to meet me at home. She asked why I didn't go to work, but I didn't speak to her. When she was done bathing, I summoned her in front of her mother to tell us where she was coming from, but my wife insists she went to work. We started to argue, so I asked her to call to work and in front of her mother and I to confirm because I was there and she was not there, and I was even told she doesn't have a night shift. She told me that she had nothing to prove, so I told her and her mother that if the daughter doesn't tell me where she went, they both have to leave my house. That same day, I left them. About an hour later, she called me that she had decided to call work so my doubts could be cleared. At this point, I knew she had managed to convince whoever was being called to lie on her behalf. So I told her not to call anybody and tell me where she went. I gave her 24 hours to come clean, and if she does not, she was leaving. The 24 hours ended and she still didn't want to tell the truth, even after her mother asked her. So I sent her out of my house this morning. Her mother has called people to beg me that I'm certain my wife is hiding and cheating, and I swear that I know it because how can someone who told me she has a night shift would not be at workplace? I'm extremely suspicious. I'm not taking any apologies or any pleadings until I know where she went that night. I'm not going to take her back in, and I know I'm not wrong. Now I'm even suspicious if my 9 month old son is mine.